How the heck is it going, Ninja Clan? Welcome to the 21st episode in my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD walkthrough series. So last time I showed you how to deal with the Eye Reefs, and this time we're going to progress the story by starting our next temple. So the first thing you'll want to do is get on board your ship, then you'll want to sail 1 square east to Headstone Island. Once you get to Headstone Island, go ahead and put away your sail and disembark from the boat and go ashore. Now that we have the power bracelets, we can lift this giant stone head and throw it out of the way. So walk up to the stone head and press A to lift it up, then press A to throw it. Then go into the cave. In the cave, you'll see a giant stone slab with a harp symbol in the center and some notes on the bottom. So walk up to the stone slab and pull out your Wind Waker. In order to conduct in 6/6 time, with the left control stick press right, and with the right control stick press down, down, center, right, left, center. You learned the Earth God's lyric. O great hero chosen by the Master Sword, my name is Laruto. I am a Zora sage. For an age I offered my prayers here in the Earth Temple, praying that the power to repel evil would ever remain within the Master Sword. And yet, unfortunately, due to Ganondorf's evil designs, the Master Sword you hold has lost its power. After his defeat at the hands of the Hero of Time, Ganondorf was sealed away, but not for all time. He was revived and he returned to Hyrule in a red wrath. He attacked this temple and stole my soul, knowing that he had to remove the power contained in that enchanted blade. In order to return the power to repel evil to your sword, you must find another to take my stead in this temple and ask the gods for their assistance. You must find the one who carries on my bloodline, the one who holds this sacred instrument. Nothing can stop the flow of time or the passing of generations, but the fate carried within my bloodline endures at the ravages of all the years. It survives. The song you just conducted is one that will open the eyes of the new sage and awaken within that sage the melody that will carry our prayers to the gods. The door that blocks your way will only open when the sage plays that song. May the winds of fortune blow with you. All right, now head back outside and talk to your boat. So, Ganon's reach has extended to the very sages themselves. The hints that will help us find the new sage can be found in the shape of the instrument on the rock door. Does it not look familiar to you? It looks familiar to me. I believe Medley was carrying a similar harp. So go ahead and warp to Dragon Roost Island. And then when you're at Dragon Roost Island, disembark, go ashore, and go up this ramp. And climb up this ledge. And climb up this block. And climb up this ledge. And go through this tiny tunnel. And continue up this ramp. And go in this door. Then go up this ramp here. And go out this door. Then, when you get here, take out your grappling hook and grapple over to the other side of this gap and let go. Then climb up this ledge and climb the ladder And you'll notice Medley practicing the harp over here. So go talk to her. Oh, Clumsy, you're okay. You know, Prince Kamali's been asking me all about your adventures, Clumsy. I can rest easy now that I've seen you safe and sound with my own eyes. Prince Kamali's turned into a fine young adult, hasn't he? Recently, he's even begun doing things on his own without my guidance. Every conversation still ends up centered on you, though, Clumsy. Watching Prince Kamali grow up fills me with pride, but it makes me a little sad as well. I wonder if this is how a mother feels. Oh, but just listen to me go on. How weird I must sound. Hehe. Well, I'd better continue practicing so that I can be useful around here too. Performing music like this is an important duty of an attendant. Then talk to her again. This instrument is called one of Fate's tools. Prince Kamali's grandmother saw me carrying it one day and called out to me to stop. She'd seen my fate in the curves of the instrument, you see. She eventually became my teacher, and that's how I became the attendant you see before you today. So now you understand why I need to hurry and improve my skills so that I may help the Airy. So left target her and show her the Wind Waker. Hey, is that the Wind Waker? Wow! Clumsy, will you conduct me? I wonder how I'll do. So conduct the Earth God's lyric by pressing right on the left control stick, and with the right control stick, press down, down, center, right, left, center. What a mysterious song. It sounds so familiar. It's almost as if something I've forgotten is trying to be remembered. Oh, I feel... Just now, a sage spoke to me. She spoke so gently. There's something that I must do. Clumsy, thanks to you, I've been awakened to the knowledge that I'm a sage of the Earth Temple. There's actually something that I can do to help this world. It's incredible. I bet my teacher knew all about this. Clumsy, please, you must take me to the Earth Temple. You must hurry and wake the power to repel evil that sleeps within the Master Sword. Let's go now, quickly and quietly. Oh, Kamali, I just want him to remember me as a simple attendant. Okay, now warp to Outset Island. Then sail 1 square east to Headstone Island. Once you get to Headstone Island, a cutscene will play. Medley, listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. The temple ahead is the nest of an evil creature, the same creature that stole the life of your predecessor, the sage. It is a dark and frightening place. That is why, if you do nothing else, then at least do this. If Clumsy comes near you and presses right trigger to call you, then be silent and follow closely behind him. And if Clumsy presses A, allow him to lift you, and if need be, fly and carry him through the air. And Clumsy. If Medley gets stuck and cannot continue in the temple, use the Wind Waker to conduct the song you learned in the Tower of the Gods. Do you understand? Clumsy, protect Medley, and Medley, protect Clumsy. The power to repel evil shall surely be returned to the Master Sword. Walk up to the stone slab and then play the Earth God's lyric. Down, down, center, right, left, center. So first, you'll want to approach Medley and press A to pick her up. Then you'll want to run off the edge and she'll glide over to the other edge with you. Then let go of her with A, and then when you're on the ground, pick her up again with A and run through the door. In the next room, set Medley down and take care of the moblins in the room. There are 3 moblins, 2 on this side and 1 up these stairs. Then, when the moblins are taken care of, run and grab Medley, pick her up, go up the stairs. Well, Clumsy, I'm not very confident, but I think I should try to fly. I'll fly where you tell me to, just tap A to keep me airborne. Okay, whenever you're ready, just use the Wind Waker to guide me. So continue going up the stairs. And once you're at the top, jump off towards the first pillar, and then let go when you're above the pillar, and then step on the switch. And after you're on the switch, take out your Wind Waker and play the command melody by pressing the left stick left and the right stick left, center, right, center. That will allow you to possess Medley, and she can fly by repeatedly tapping A. So tap A. She gains elevation every time you tap A. So fly her over to the column, the second column, and step on the switch. And make Medley go down to the now opened door. And now return control to Link. And make Link drop down and go towards Medley. And pick up Medley and go through the door. In this door will be a beam of light. Go into the beam of light and set down Medley and take care of all of the choo-choos that you can. Then when there are just black choo-choos left, go into the light and lure the black choo-choos into the light. And take out your hammer and use your hammer to destroy the statues of the black choo-choos. Then, when you've destroyed all of the choo-choos, both of the doors will unlock. But before we leave, I'm going to show you how to get this invisible chest. Also, take out your sword and do a jump attack against this pot to break the wood and make it accessible. Then play the command melody to take control of Medley. And when you're in the light, you can press the A button to use her harp to reflect light. And if you reflect light towards an invisible treasure chest, it will make the invisible treasure chest visible. Also, you can reflect light onto a statue to make the statue dissolve. When you're ready, open the treasure chest. And inside will be the dungeon map. You got the dungeon map. You can view it by tapping the map screen on the Wii U gamepad and even see rooms you haven't been to yet. That's useful. Then pick up Medley and go through the door to the next room. In this room will be a giant statue with moon sun symbols for eyes, and below him is a purple fog. If you go in the purple fog, you won't be able to use any of your weapons or items until the fog wears off. You can go into the light to immediately get the purple fog off of you. So what you're going to want to do is take control of Medley again with the command melody, and use her harp and reflect light to the hammer switch. And once you have it pointed at the hammer switch, press right trigger to keep her pointed at the hammer switch so you can take out your hammer and hit it. And this will unlock the door you need to go through. So go ahead and pick up Medley and head through the door. In this room, some floating skulls will appear from the coffins. Go ahead and take care of them. Then grab Medley and bring her to the other side of the room. Then climb this ladder to your left and move this block. Moving the block will reveal a beam of light. It seems like the instrument I'm carrying can reflect light. This can help, I think. Instruct me where to reflect the light and use A to face my instrument in that direction. Use the Wind Waker to guide me, okay? So do as she says. Use the Wind Waker to play the command melody. And once you have control of Medley, press A in the light beam to reflect the light onto the treasure chest, getting it to appear. Then go stand over on this switch over here and press right trigger to give control back to Link. Then open the treasure chest, and inside will be a small key. You got a small key. Use it to open locked doors. You can use it only in this dungeon. And then a new enemy will appear called a Floor Master. They are hands that come out of holes in the floor and try to take you back to the beginning of the level. So avoid them as much as possible. We won't go into this next room yet because we don't have the item required for it, but we will come back here later. So remember this room and grab Medley and run to the beginning of the room while trying to avoid the floor masters. And go through the door. And run across this room to the other side and open the locked door. In this room, put down Medley and equip your fire arrows. And shoot the curtain with light beam coming from behind it. And that will reveal a light beam. So go ahead and take out all of the regular choo-choos. And then lure 2 black choo-choos into the light. And when they turn to stone, go up to them and press A to pick them up. And then drop them on the switches with right trigger. And then when you have both of the switches pressed, some stairs will fall down. So grab Medley and go up the stairs. Then push the block off of the platform, which will give you a shortcut back up, and open the door. So go ahead and grab Medley again and go through the opened door. And in this room will be another floor master. So to lure the floor master out, bring Medley near the floor master and it will grab it. And just hit the floor master before he can grab you or Medley. And eventually you'll defeat him. Then push this block close to the wall. And that will make a light beam appear. So control Medley and guide her into the light beam. And press A and use her light beam to destroy the statue on top of the other block, as well as the wall with the reflective symbol on it. Then turn around and shoot the other wall with the reflective symbols on it. Then fly up to next to the pot and return control to Link with right trigger. Then, as Link, push this block next to the wall, which will make a treasure chest appear. And then pull this block out and push it next to this wall, which will open the door. Then climb up this ledge and open the treasure chest. Inside this treasure chest will be the compass. You got the compass. Now you can see where things are hidden in the dungeon. View the map screen and see for yourself. Clumsy, do not worry about straying away from Medley in the depths of the temple. Just relax and open your dungeon map. It will show you Medley's location as well, so you can easily confirm her whereabouts. Then go ahead and grab Medley and go through the door. Once you're in this room, set Medley down at the top of the stairs and play the command melody. Fly her to the top of this platform where the light beam is. Then face her towards the enemies and press A. You'll see a ghost-like figure that is intangible, but if you hit it with light, if you hit the figure with light, it will become tangible. So go ahead and do that for both ghost-like figures. Then return control to Link and have him take out both of the ghosts. Then take care of the moblins. Once you defeat the moblins, a new area will open up. Once the new area has opened up, return to Medley and grab her, pick her up, walk her into the new area, and then go to your left and go through this door. Now this room was slightly scary to me as a kid, so if you're scared of horror stuff, you can just skip to the next part and you won't have to see anything scary. There are zombies in this room, but I'll show you how to get the small key without having to interact with the zombies. But I will also show the other people that are interested how to deal with this room normally. So if you don't want to deal with the zombies at all, simply take control of Medley. And have her fly down to the rightmost coffin. And that will make a small key appear in the coffin. Then just fly back up and revert to Link. Equip the boomerang and use Link to get the small key. You got a small key. And then you can just pick up Medley and go back through the door the way you came. Now, for those of you who want to know how to deal with the zombies, this is how. You'll want to drop down and go next to one of the tombs, and a zombie will come out. If it gets close enough, it will scream at you, which will cause you to be paralyzed. You won't be able to move for several seconds. So lure it away, and then attack it from behind. It will take about 4 hits to defeat it, but eventually you will defeat it. Then repeat the process for the other 2 zombies in this room. They're actually called re-deads, technically. Then, once you've defeated all of the re-deads, the ladder will drop back down. Don't forget to grab the small key that's in this tomb. Then return via the ladder, grab Medley, and head back out. Now that you have the small key, go into this locked door. And inside this room will be the halfway boss. Go into your equipment and equip bombs and a skull hammer, and then walk forward. You'll see the skeleton of a monster appear holding a giant mace. Walk up to the skeleton and set a bomb at its feet with the right trigger. Then, when the bomb explodes, go to the skull that's jumping around and hit it with your sword. Then, when it's staying still, hit the skull with your skull hammer. Then, 2 more of these skeletons will appear for you to fight. So simply repeat the process against them, and it will be a pretty easy fight. Walk up to one of them and place a bomb at its feet. Hit its bouncing skull, and then hit it with a skull hammer. Then walk up to the next skeleton, place a bomb at its feet, hit its bouncing skeleton, and then hit the skull with your skull hammer. And Bob's your uncle. Then, when you're ready, head up the stairs to get the dungeon item. Inside the chest will be the mirror shield. You got the mirror shield. Its shiny surface reflects beams of light. Hold right trigger to shield and use left stick to aim its reflection. And then a beam of light will appear. So what you're going to want to do now is step into the beam of light and reflect it at that moon sun symbol above the door. So step into the beam of light, take out your sword, hold right trigger to hold still, and then press left stick to direct the beam of light where you want it, which is at that symbol above the door. That will open the door, so go outside. And once you're in the previous room, go down the stairs and go up the ladder to where the beam of light is. Then use the beam of light to make the pose tangible. That's what those ghosts are called, pose. And then take out the pose. And then deal with the moblins. Then, once you've dealt with all the enemies, find Medley on your map, walk up to her, and press A to lift her up, and go back down into the main section of the room, put her down, and take your position on this symbol right here, and then point towards the wall with the reflective icon on it. Then play the command melody and use Medley to fly up to the light beam. And once you are in the light beam, press A to use the harp to reflect light onto the statues. Once you have dissolved all of these statues, aim your light directly at Link and press right trigger to take control of Link. Once you have control of Link, use his mirror shield to dissolve the wall right in front of him. There's another wall you can dissolve if you're aiming carefully. Otherwise, you can dissolve that wall at a later time. But then, before going forward, open the treasure chest that is above Link. And inside is a joy pendant. Now go ahead and use the command melody to get Medley down to your level and have Link pick up Medley. And you'll notice that there is a beam of light here. So you can use Medley to take out her harp and take care of this statue. And then press right trigger. And if you didn't reflect light at the other wall already, you can take out Link's shield to take out this wall, which houses a bunch of rupees inside. So go ahead and collect all the rupees. Then pick up Medley and go through this door. And that will take you back to this main room with all the purple smoke. So jump off the ledge with Medley and glide over to the beginning part of the room. And before we solve this puzzle, we'll go back and get a treasure chest that we didn't have the item for before. So pick up Medley and go in the right side. Go through the door on the right side and avoid the floor masters. And avoid the enemies in general. And place Medley on the button. This will open the door, so go through the door. And then in this room, use your mirror shield to break the walls. And behind the walls will be a treasure chest. Open the treasure chest, and inside will be a joy pendant. Now go back into the previous room and avoid the floor masters. Then pick up Medley and go into the previous room. Now take control of Medley and go into one of the beams of light, and then aim your lights up into one of the eyes on the giant statue. Keep it there until half of his face lights up, then press the right trigger to cancel. And using Link, use his mirror shield to light up the other side of his face by shooting light in his other eye. This will make some stairs drop and give you access to the second half of the temple. But I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. If you did enjoy this episode and found it helpful, please leave it a positive rating. If you didn't enjoy it or didn't find it helpful, please leave it a negative rating. If you'd like to join the Ninja Clan and see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel. If you want, you can share the video around, and it would really help me out if you wanted to donate to either my Subscribestar or my Patreon to unlock exclusive rewards. But even if you guys don't do any of that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great day. Alright, Ninja Clan, I'll see you next time. Bye.